a 100-plus-year-old cottage that was, well, in not the best condition. It was completely abandoned. In the video, I am going to be showing you the start to finish. So the first thing we needed to do was start clearing the land because nature had taken back over the environment. Oh, all of these trees, they're invasive. Most of it is laurel. And this is the dining room, and it's just lovely. Film this, and a torch in my left hand. And that's the only way I managed to get any footage of the inside. Now the room I'm about to go in, and then this is currently the master bedroom. And watching this back and knowing what it's gonna look like by the end of this video, I mean, you've literally just got to have some vision. And then this is the original floor plan, and it's actually a decent sized house, but there's a couple of things that just don't work. Like, for example, you've got to walk through a bedroom to get to the master bedroom. It's called the bake house, and we named it that because it had the largest fireplace and because one of the rooms used to be a butcher's room. We thought this could be the bakery, and the rest actually we didn't name. They were just bedroom 1, 2, 3, 4. Master bedroom had an ensuite, a family bathroom, a downstairs toilet, an open plan living room, and then an open plan kitchen. And well, you've got to pay for that. So the best thing you can do is just refurb what is there, and that's how you can sense. And with this house, everybody wanted to knock it down, and the numbers just weren't adding up. To knock this down and build a similar structure was overlooking what was there, and therefore from that information, we worked out what they would have been offering. So we offered 10 grand. I asked the estate agent how close the other offers were, to which he said that we only just managed to get it by a couple grand, which is the flukiest thing ever because our final offer was everything that we had. And I think some people think there's just something else that needs to go into it. So I do just want to stress this. I have never bought a project without knowing exactly what, in a worst case scenario, the house would be worth when it's done. And just clearing this site. Was one of the best finds in the house. For some reason, they had blocked it all up, and when we took all the bricks and the plaster off, we found that beam. So we reinstated what was there 100 years ago. Now the kitchen that I'm about to walk into, that cost 9 grand. The tiles on the floor and in the entrance hallway and the downstairs toilet, that was 2,800 quid. The windows in this place were 10,200 pounds. The electrician was 8 grand. The plastering is a crazy number, 11 grand, but you just can't avoid it, unfortunately. But it does look amazing. The best thing we spent money on was 550 quid getting all of the beams sandblasted. And what that does, it just removes all the layers of dirt and it reveals what it truly looks like. Now in this house, there's a lot of doors and each door costs 200 quid. So just add them up. It's a horrible number. Upstairs and in the living room, it's all oak flooring. That was 5 grand. The 2 wood burners that you've seen, that was 1,100 quid. And the plumbing cost, I want you to remember, we did it all ourselves, so there's no labor cost, but there is a huge material bill because there are so many radiators. Then there's underfloor heating. There's 3 toilets, there's 3 sinks. Well, it's actually 4, including the one in the kitchen. But that all came to just over 7 grand. But we did manage to save a lot of money on the furniture. Now you might be looking, Chris, where did you manage to get all of this old furniture from? Well, all of this furniture was piled in the master bedroom when we bought the house, and we paid someone 1,100 quid to sandblast everything. I mean, the side tables next to the beds, they're obviously new, but the stuff that looks old, that was all in a pile in the master bedroom, and all it needed was sandblasting for it to look nice. The bathroom is very simple. There's no posh marble or anything, and to be honest with you, I quite like just simple bathrooms. I think sometimes you can go a bit over the top and want to tile all the walls, but you don't really need to. And in fact, some really posh houses, they just have certain areas tiled and then the rest will be plasterboard with some paneling. Walking around looking at it like this, it's just weird, isn't it? It's crazy how much you can transform something, and it's crazy how that thing can transform your life so much. Because remember earlier I said that if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. And this house was part of the puzzle of getting me to escape the 9-to-5. And yes, we created a beautiful home, but there is a huge financial aspect, because buying a dump of a house in the right place at the right time is one of your only chances in life to increase your equity massively. And before I say the final numbers, no, there was not a crazy market growth this year. It was barely anything. What you are seeing is pure sweat equity. It's having some vision, seeing something that no one else is seeing in a project. Everyone was looking down the route of knocking it down, whereas we were looking at the route of reinstating it, and therefore we could overpay slightly for the plot and make that money back by putting a huge amount of our own effort in. And before I say the final numbers, I do just want to say, if this is a world that you want to get into, I don't have a course for you to buy that's £19,000 and I basically teach you to just buy low, sell high. It's not anything like that. It's just a weekly newsletter. That's all I have, where I've explained how I find houses like this. And in fact, I even share houses like this on there. And someone actually bought the fire damaged house off of the back of one of my newsletters. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you're new. And if it's not too much to ask, if you could share this video with one friend, it would instantly double its exposure, which would really help my channel grow. Now, on that note, how much did this renovation cost? Because there's a lot more cost than what I've said. There's insulation, there's skirting board, there's door linings, there's gravel, the list goes on and on. But it came to a total of just over £120,000, which, yeah, is a lot. And considering the fact that we paid just over £500,000, the number's getting mad. But what you've got to remember is it's all levered money, it's bank loans. So there's actually not that much real money being invested. And after 14 months of working on this place, we got it valued at 1.175 million.